I'm driving back home. I'm literally holding the phone in my hand because I'm driving and I'm like on prep. And I'm looking at the cars and stuff, and I honestly don't drive and talk. So, but these cars like right here are taking forever. I'm wondering if I can put the phone right here, but I don't think I can. But yeah, I am just thinking about the fact that I just left Walmart and I bought a cheap, like bikini, a cheap little thing, because I, first of all, really want to be confident in my body. Like, I have stretch marks, I got facial hair, I got body hair, I got, fat, and I just thought, why do I have to keep feeling insecure about these things? Why do I have to keep feeling like there's a certain ideal body type that I'm supposed to have? Are we all supposed to come into this world looking the same, like feeling the same, having the same body? I don't think so. I mean, yes, I love the toned body, but I also love a man who has some fat on his body. Do I love a toned woman with like really good arms and like really, great skin and stuff? I love that. But I also appreciate and love just as much a woman who, knows that she has stretch marks, knows that she has acne scars, knows that she has, back acne, like back scars, like, I mean, all that stuff that women have. And I feel like this society that we live in, especially with social media, has not made it easy for women. Let's try to put something behind this. No, I can't. I was going to put this behind this. It's made it so hard for women to feel comfortable as they are. And I was just, I was talking to him. He asked me, like, why don't you wear more revealing clothing? And I think it was nice that he asked that. I thought it was really nice. He was like, you have a beautiful body. Why don't you do that? And I thought, like, yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I have a beautiful body. And I can move it, too. Like, I don't have to look like other people who are so skinny and that, they don't, sorry, you won't see me when the wheel's going, that look a certain way. Like, honestly, I was listening to this TED Talk on shame and with this body empowerment coach. And I love her TED Talk so much because one of the points that she makes in there is the fact that we as human beings need to start owning our own sexual desire and our sexual ability, that's not the word, our own sexuality, I'll just say that. And sexuality is not just about having sex, you're not being intimate with somebody, it's about being intimate with yourself. It's about owning what you have personally, I'm going to turn here, personally in your life that makes you sexy. I was trying on clothes while I was in Walmart, and I could have gone somewhere else, but I feel like the bathing suits there are so much cheaper. And I thought to myself, like, why do I need to buy a really expensive bikini and stuff? Like, why do I need to do that? And I was trying on clothes, and I really enjoyed what my body looks like. I was just like, wow, this is amazing. Like, that I have a body that can do this, that has curves, and of course there are things I want to improve on it. I mean, I still want to be able to walk upstairs and not be out of breath. And I'm not out of breath now, but I see a lot of people that are out of breath when they walk upstairs. And I do worry about that aspect of their health because that's hard. But I feel very healthy. And I have, I don't really get sick very often. I don't really have any allergies. I work out regularly, maybe not as intentionally on some body parts that I would like to work out on, but I feel pretty healthy. And I also think, screw this system that that I can only show my body off if it looks a certain way, and only I'm supposed to be ready after a certain time, like, I don't think that is the kind of life that I want, and I don't want to be insecure. I don't want to be an insecure person. I mean, I would love to have a certain body, and I think that there are certain, but then I also think to myself, do I want that body actually for myself? But do I want that body because that's all that I see on social media? That's all that I see around me, because the ideal body type and the ideal physique for summer was created to be seen, by people. It's not like, if I didn't know about this body type of this hourglass figure, smooth skin, blah, blah, all that stuff, then I wouldn't even think about it. I honestly, because nobody would think about that shit. Like, excuse my language, but nobody would think about that. Because the bodies are all different, one. Nobody's body type is exactly the same. So it doesn't make any sense to have people, you know, with the bodies that all look the same. It makes no sense. You know, some people's bones are bigger than others. Some people's BMI is different than others. Also, that's another thing. The BMI system is so off. Body mass index scale is so off, because how can everyone's BMI be the same? Or how can you make a BMI for one group of people or one person or one gender that qualifies the rest of the world as, or makes them that they have to all be that way? And I just think that that is such bullshit. And so yeah, I was trying on these bikinis while I was in there, and all these different sizes. And the other thing that I don't like is that they make it so that if you are curvier, like past a large or an XL, that it's like that you don't want to have a bikini. And there's, you know, this. So I tried on this really cute bikini top that was red, and my boobs kept popping out. And I was like, this is really cute, but I also don't want to be in the waves and my like boobs pop out, which, you know, wouldn't be problematic totally, because in the beginning, like when we come from the womb, we don't wear clothes anyways. But I'm like, okay, let me just not get this one. So I was trying on a few different things, and it was funny because the lady at the dress, the fitting room. Sorry, I'm losing my words today. At the fitting room, I'm running home right now because I have to go and change for this all white party. And it starts at 4 and it's 3:34, and I want to be there by like 4:45. But luckily, I live 5 minutes walking from where it is, so I can just go home and change. It's just that the dress is so like it takes a really long time to iron. But yeah, I was trying on clothes in the fitting room, and I was talking to the lady, and I was like, this is my 5th time in here, because the other thing is that I found these really cute bottoms that made my butt look amazing, and I'm excited to try them on. But the top part on the chest, you know, on the chest part, my breasts were just like popping out, and I was like, this can't do. Like, I can't be wearing this. I could wear this, but I won't wear it. Anyways, this is getting long, and I'm just so tired of seeing people that are so uncomfortable in their skin. I'm tired, and the thing is, I'm motivated by people who are so comfortable in their skin that they don't even care what other people think about them. You know, like, and I want to be one of those people. I don't want to be insecure. Like, I want to be like, yeah, I have stretch marks. Yeah, I have, like, you know, body fat that I would love to work on, and like, I want to eat better and all that stuff. But I also want to be like, but I have a beautiful body. You know, I have a beautiful body that, you know, the reasons why I never worn a bikini or anything like that is because from a young age, I experienced sexual shame by being molested twice, you know, by 2 women. And then my mother telling me that was wrong, but even by touching my genitals and stuff like that. Having churches that tell me that, you know, I should cover up and that I should have things below the knee because that's inappropriate. And also having, you know, wonderful grandparents that I love. I love my grandparents immensely. Like, they are the most wonderful people. But I will say specifically for my grandfather, he did not make it easy for me to feel accepted in my own skin, because, hold on a second, I'm in a parallel park here. Okay, lady, hold up a minute. Like, let me in first. I'm really close to this. Hold up a minute, people. I'm really like, this is really shitty parking. But yeah, I had a grandfather that I love him dearly, but he really valued. Let me actually see if I can park closer to my house. He really valued, because I'm really parking kind of far. So he really valued skinny women. You know, like, even though Elizabeth Taylor and all those people that he admired were not skinny winnies, you know, skinny winnie. I'm gonna start using that more. They were not skinny. I mean, it's funny because now we have all these skinny women, but women were curvier back then. Let me put on my seatbelt because safety first. But women were not skinny like, they weren't too skinny. But my grandfather would always say to me, Cara, you're a beautiful girl, but you would be gorgeous if you just lost some weight. And so, this is a much better parking space, actually. He would say that stuff to me, and I always would feel, let me put the phone here. I would always feel like I was not pretty because I didn't have a certain body type. And yeah, this is much better parking space. The other one was a little bit snug. Yeah, but I always feel like I wasn't pretty because I had, extra fat on me. And the thing is, I will do a whole video on PCOS. I was always sporty. I was always into sports, always like working out and stuff like that, but I couldn't lose the fat. And then I found out that I had polycystic ovarian syndrome because I didn't get my period. When your hormones are really jacked up, it messes with your body. But I really felt insecure for a really long time because I didn't know how to lose the fat and I didn't know how to lose weight. But now that I'm older and I've lost like 40, 50 pounds, gained, some of it back, lost some of it over and over again. I've learned and I'm learning because I'm not an expert on this. I don't think that you can ever be an expert on this stuff. I'm learning the value to loving yourself at the size that you're at, loving what you look like without makeup on, loving the fact that you're a human being on this earth that has been given the gift of a body, that has been given the gift of a face, that has been given the gift of sight, all these things that we take for granted. And I don't want to be insecure in that sense because of the fact that there are so many people that don't even have the ability to swim in an ocean or to swim in a lake with whatever. They don't even have that ability. I complain about having facial hair, but you know what? What can I do about that right now? Like, yes, one day I'd love to get laser and all that stuff. But I can't keep being insecure about the person that I am, because I know that my heart is what I should be exuding to the world. My body and all this stuff is just what holds that. And that's the problem with society, is that we have really fucked up, and I'm going to say that word, very bluntly, that mentality where it's like the body externally is more important than the internal. And that's why people are going insane, because they're trying to like fix all this outwardly when this is what these two things, the heart and the mind, are the things that we should be working on. So anyways, that's a little bit about this, and I will probably do a vlog about body positivity and maybe me in my bikini and stuff like that, and my bathing suits, because I really I don't see enough people doing this, especially people that are church people and that want to make the world better in a certain way. And you have people like Ashley Graham, and there's this other really pretty and really nice, I think she's Australian and she's curvy and stuff like that. I think her name is Ezra something. But anyways, and then Lizzo, just came out with body positivity, and I just feel very proud of them. But I don't see anyone that's like close to me except for my friend Felicia. I love her dearly. But she's also not like in the church specifically that is like promoting body positivity, and that's going out there to do things that show others like that it's okay, to be the way you are right now. So I think I'm going to start that, because when my friend asked me this question, yes, I was feeling a certain way about it, but I asked myself, like, why do you feel a certain way about this? And it's because of the fact that I have not been comfortable in my own skin. So this is just a memo for everybody out there. Be comfortable in your own skin. If you're not, you have to start taking steps immediately to. And that's why literally I drove back from Peru, Illinois. And then I drove straight to I drove straight. I fed my friend's cats. And then I drove straight to Walmart because I was like, I want to get a bikini. And I know they have cheap ones there that I can wear for the rest of the summer. I think this guy is trying to like get in like the parking. Maybe he's not. No, he's doing